I am Teacher Dan, and I will be your virtual teacher for today. Welcome to our new lesson for this week in Science 5. I know and I'm sure that you are all excited and willing to learn new things. So, let's go! Our lesson for today is all about conductors of heat and electricity. At the end of this lesson, you are all expected to discuss why some materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. To start with, I'll let you watch a short video clip regarding our lesson. Make sure to watch the video closely and take note of the important details. Based on the video you have watched, what are the things or equipment found in the kitchen? List at least 5 what you remember from the video. I'll give you 30 seconds to write down your answers. Let's see if you were able to take note some of the equipment shown on the video. While cooking, your mother wants to see if the rice is already cooked. What will she use to remove the cover so that she would not feel the hotness of the pot? Correct! A pot holder will help your mom to resist the heat so that she will not be burnt. Today, we are going to study why some materials are good conductors of heat and electricity. Through the use of our activity, let's find out what these materials are. Before we proceed on our activity, allow me to give you some reminders first. First, you have to make sure you have your pen and paper ready. Second, be attentive to the activity. Lastly, focus, learn, and enjoy the lesson. There are lists of materials in the word bank. All boys shall take note of all the things or materials that are good conductors of heat and electricity, while girls shall take note of those materials that aren't good conductors of heat and electricity. I'll be giving you 30 seconds to write down your answers. Now you have done the activity well, let's see if you got the correct answers. Materials that are good conductors of heat and electricity are pins, key, aluminum foil, metal spoon, and coins. Materials that are not good conductors of heat and electricity are wood, cardboard, comb, straw, and cloth. If you got all the correct answers, you did a great job. Conductors are materials that allow electricity and heat to flow freely through them, allowing electricity and heat to be transferred from the source through them. Metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. Copper and aluminum are metals. Stainless steel is an iron-based metal with chromium. Cooking pots and pans made of metals make cooking faster because they quickly allow heat transfer from the flame to the food being cooked. Iron, gold, silver, copper, nickel, and water are also conductors of heat and electricity. Not all materials are good conductors of heat, and we call them insulators. These are the materials which are made up of plastic, silk, leather, glass, oil, and rubber. Always remember the safety tips when using materials that are good conductors of heat and electricity, and these are: keep your gadgets in good working condition before using it. Always check plugs, wires, and cables away from flames. Avoid octopus connection. Too many appliances in one socket might cause fire. Do not touch anything electrical with wet hands. Water is a good conductor of electricity. This will cause electric shock. Unplug all electrical appliances when not in use. For generalization, let us answer these few questions if you have already understand the lesson. First, what are conductors? Correct. Conductors are the materials that allow heat and electricity to pass easily through them. What about insulators? That is right. Insulators are the materials that do not allow heat and electricity to pass through them. Great job! We must also consider that our lesson is somehow or can be integrated with other subjects, namely English, EPP, and health. For English, writing and analyzation, expressing ideas through writing, and analyzing materials whether they are good conductors or insulators. For EPP, knowledge on different materials that will help you know what materials to use in electrical works. For the health, awareness of safety and tips on how to avoid accidents while using conductors materials. For our evaluation, prepare your pen and paper ready. Write true if the statement is true and false if not. I'll be giving you 10 seconds to answer each question. First question. An insulator is a substance that does not allow heat and electricity to pass through. Second question. Frying pan is an example of insulator. Third questions. Materials that allow heat to flow through them easily is called conductors. Number 4. Conductors are materials that offer very little resistance to electricity. And lastly, Conductors are made up of metal. Time's up! Let's check if you got all the correct answers. If you got the correct answers perfectly, then give yourself 3 claps. 1, 2, 3. Very good! For your assignment, please write down the question. Draw at least 10 materials that can conduct electricity and heat inside your household. Color it if possible. I hope that you have learned enough from today's lesson. Once again, I am your teacher Dan. Have a great day. Bye for now.